Fungible ETFs, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing.
Yo, Mega GMs, guys. Good morning. Sunday, August 3rd. What a shitty-ass, boring market and weekend. Oh, my God. Let's see if we can find some fun out there. Hope you guys are doing well. Who's here? Hang on. Who's here? We got motherfucking Justin Casey here. Good morning, man. That tweet you saw about Ansem or whatever that post is, I'm pretty sure it's fake. I'm pretty sure. We should peek at it, though, because it is funny. Join us here. Good morning, man. Hoods is here, GM, sir. Drop King GMs. Cats, good morning, man. What's up, Carbon? Rocky, good morning. Yesterday was a fun one. Cats, we went like almost 4.5 hours yesterday. That was an epic. What did we even talk about, man? We talked a lot about Cappy. I bought a little Cappy this morning. We'll do a little Cappy. We'll do a little check-in with Cappy. It's kind of playing out how I was hoping and kind of thinking, right? Like Cappy, ran to 2.5 mil yesterday. What a fucking sweet play. And I didn't want to chase it. And like, the market right now, not a lot of people willing to go risk on right this very moment. Smart people are. But I didn't feel like something like Cappy, like a meme coin. I didn't feel like anybody's ready to like really dive into memes right now. So I didn't think we had like the energy to push it up higher. Could be wrong. Could have been wrong. Turns out I wasn't. Cats, you know what? I saw you, dude. I saw you. I happened to check. I never checked Facebook, and I saw Facebook, and I threw a little like on that post. Happy anniversary, brother. Good for you guys. 17's a big number, man. Shit. Pretty good. Rocky, appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir. That's fucking cool. Dude, it's the same for me. Like, I don't ever wake up on a weekend and not want to do the show. Like, I love it. I look forward to it so much. Like, I still go to bed early on Friday and Saturday because, like, I like look forward to getting up early and doing the show. Like, I really do. It's like I plan. Like, it's maybe it's stupid, but I plan my day around streams. Weekdays, yes, but weekend too. It's like I got to be okay. How about this? I was tempted to have some whiskey yesterday. I don't drink, right? But I have a bottle of whiskey, and I was tempted to have some. Cause I'm like, sounds nice, right? And I'm like, no. Then I'm not sharp. Like I know how it makes me feel for a couple days. Like not sharp. I'm like, I don't want to not be sharp for the show. So it's a good number, cats. Any of you guys out there who are married, what number are you guys up to? How many years? 17's a big number. I'm trying to, I think 20, we're at 21 now. I think we hit 21 this year. 5 years in September, Blue Deck. Good to see you, dude. Real good to see you. By the way, Blue Decks, you've been catching the King Gizzard streams this week? 5 is a great number, though. So King Gizzard's on this new tour. They're here Wednesday, and I'm not going, man. I was so I mentioned yesterday I had a buddy come by, big King Gizzard dude, Blue Decks, because they're touring with an orchestra. So like they played through Phantom Island front to back, and they live stream them. They show these shows live, like they play them live, and then the next day you can catch them. Like other channels re-upload them, but they stream every show live. So like Friday night they're in New York, and I watched the stream again, full album front to back, and then they with an orchestra did Dragon, and they did The River, and they did Iron Lung, and that's how they closed it. So it was a different kind of set, and I was like, oh shit, are they going to do the same set every night because they got the orchestra and it's going to be the new album because that's what the orchestra practiced. Well, last night they didn't have the orchestra. They did a normal set of just like random shit. It was awesome, man. So cool. So anyway, they're here in Chicago Wednesday. My buddy that came by this weekend invited me, and I'm like, yes. And then when I found out it's Wednesday, and Wednesday we're doing still not like no official announcement yet, but a mega stream, like a marathon 12-hour stream with tons of people rolling through. And I'm like, fuck, dude, as much as I Like, really am dying to see King Gizzard. It's a cool opportunity. Like, it's a pretty big show, and I don't want to miss that. But Blue Decks, check on YouTube. It's fucking amazing, dude. With the orchestra, amazing. Iron Lung with an orchestra is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see. Joe Bro, what's up, man? Bull Run finished. English is right. No ETH above. I love it. 18. Good shit, dude. Good, good, good. It's fun, dude. That's it. It's just hanging. I was thinking more about it yesterday too. Kind of, thinking about the thread guy method of just all like these big long streams, multiple guests, lots of clips. And I don't know, just I do this. I'll just kind of like deep think about like process, because this is not formal and this is not built in a way to grow. And it's like, man, that opportunity is right there. It's just right there for everybody still. We'll do a little virtuals today because there's just not so much talking about. Yeah, there's not so much to talk about. We'll look at virtuals. I need to check in, but pretty nice. Didn't see their announcement. I'll check that. China, that's so true. It's so true. Again, I had mentioned too, just good morning, cutie, shalom. Like I word vomit on her, and she's fucking crazy for listening to me rambling about whatever. So stupid. Benny, good morning, man. Trying to think what else, what to start here. Again, I want to look at Cappy. We'll just do some pretty basic stuff. Look at the crypto markets, check NFTs. Had somebody reach out to me in DMs. This was actually really cool. Yes, dude. Yes, that was awesome. Yeah. What was that called? That was awesome. I had that album. Did you guys know CDs are coming back? You probably caught on, right? But CDs are making a comeback. Like, I love this. I love that the like younger generation, as much as we thought we're going full throttle digital, and we are, but they're going more like physical, closer to analog, which is awesome. Like they're into like physical cameras, like Polaroid cameras or what, like they want imperfection. It's all, yeah, dude, Justin. Yes. CD players are coming back, like standalone little CD players, and people collecting CDs. It's awesome, dude. So cool. Yeah. We'll go all the way back to, Discman. I hope, I love it. I love it. No, bull market isn't done. Title's clickbait, whatever I made the title. There's no cycle anymore. I love seeing people say that. People that I respect say that. There's no cycle anymore. There is a cycle, but also there's not. What's happening here is so much bigger than a cycle. There's no cycle now. And again, there is, but there's not. But there is. And then there's not. That's CDs are the best. CD, okay, love vinyl, but CD is okay. Shut up. CD is the perfect balance between analog digital, right? You know what I mean? You got the physical thing, but click of a button next track instead of a record having to like kind of move the needle. CD is like perfect middle ground. Anyway, I had somebody reach out to me in DMs yesterday about V1 punks, and I, that fucking makes my day. Asking about them, like, are they really punks? Is it really a punk? Or is that like some scam thing or whatever? And like asking, I'm like, dude, yes, okay, you got my full attention. Yeah, no, I don't know that anymore than you don't know that a cycle's over or going to this level or this high. There's no cycle anymore, though. And also, nobody knows anything. Come on. Nobody knows anything. But, again, there's guys out there who I like, respect, all that shit, who feel the same thing, who see the same thing. And here you go, English. It's even someone that you like a lot. And I'm sure you've seen this, but it's true. And this isn't just a saying thing. This is true. In fact, I want to pull up something that they're talking about here of looking at gold, the gold chart, pre-post ETFs. It's different now. When you have trillions of dollars that are going to be coming on chain, it's not into our bags, but when you have that kind of money coming on chain in a system that is designed to not fail, look at bank bailouts. They don't let it fail. It's different. It's different. English, I'm going to have to mute you. You're about to get muted. It's Yeah, it's different. It is different. Fuck it. It's different. Wait. You own a V2. You own a V2. That's between a V1 and a V0. What the fuck, cutie? What is this? What is a V2? Actually, is it just some like deriv thing? Anyway, I do want to talk about this. Because I like it. Tyler put out a tweet here too. Oh my God, English. Stop it, dude. Bitcoin's not crypto. Stop it, man. Do you believe the 4-year cycle is over? Again, there still will be cycles, but the kind of money coming into crypto outpaces it, outgrows it, out whatever's it. Our boy CJ. If you listen to somebody, listen to CJ here. I mean, every crypto is not just crypto. Every crypto is something else. Every crypto is a unique thing. That's why there's no cycle now. Everything is moving into their own sectors, and they move at the cycle of their own sector if that sector has a cycle. Collectibles go in cycles and phases. Comic books do, and collectible cards do, and all that. They have their own pattern cycle. Not going to be dictated by a crypto cycle. It'll be dictated by collectibles and people's current holdings, wealth, whatever. Right? They'll all do that. It's breaking out of just a crypto market cycle and everything lives and dies by that to now everything is its own like kind of category, class, whatever. And in English, that's I think what we're saying here. We will crash hard in 2026, 18. You know what, worldview? That's interesting too, because there are, that chart you see that's got these long, these big triangles or these, up downs, and they've got, I think it's the 18-year cycles, and you want to trade, you want to be out between A, B, C kind of shit, right? That there's definitely something there too. And like, look, fucking moon cycles, it's a silly thing, but it's also a thing. There's something about like us in human nature and psychology and whatever. Sentiment based. Yeah, there's just so much of that. And then there's just so much that's just manipulated and it moves at somebody else's kind of will. And that's cool. Current sell-off event proves trading psychology is still based on history because AI is telling them. E-Rock, good morning, man. Let me. I gotta see if there were any good comments under here. Do you believe the crypto 4-year cycle pattern's over? 53% say no. But again, CJ, it's wild to me that so many people believe a mature asset class will just run on a predictable 4-year cycle, enabling all investors to buy and sell at the exact right times. If everybody is, like kind of the masses and the people that would answer something like this, yeah, sure. Absolutely, Bitcoin can go under 100 again. Probably will. Probably should. I hope everybody's expecting some type of black swan. And whether that's manipulation or something fucking catastrophic happens and puts us there, probably will. Probably will. I would bet on it will. Does it live there for like a year or two? I'm not so sure about that, but could. Not necessarily, but evolving the class. I can't tell if this is AI. Hang on, might be. No, I don't think that's AI. Classic 4-year cycle driven by Bitcoin halving, hype, alt season crash. That's held up well. I don't want to read this though. I don't want to read that. It's too long. Here we go. There's no way mature asset runs on a predictable 4-year. Yes. Yep. Christian. Yeah. I mean, it can really just leave it at that. Bitcoin has just grown up into a whole different thing now. So I want to pull up. Let me see if I can pull up the gold chart. Let me see if I can find that. Gold chart before and after ETFs. It's something like that, right? And in fact, the replies under Easy's post are perfect, and everybody agrees. Wizard, yes. People don't realize what it means in the long term. Institutions don't lose when it comes to the long game. Even ICO, I like the ICO Beast point too. There being a right choice between ETH and Bitcoin. It's stupid. One of them will outpace the other, sure. Don't know which, although probably Bitcoin, but probably, but maybe not. Both are going up and to the right forever. Yeah, because we're just creating more and more and more and more money. And these things are going to keep, just like the stock market keeps reaching higher highs. You're going to be surprised what other assets get grouped into that as well. Yes, dude. Yes. All of it. So much of it, a lot of it, whatever it is. This is the generational opportunity. This plays into that idea of there's going to be so much money created in the way AI changes shit. There's going to be so much money. This stuff is just going up infinitely. It's a game. It's fake. And I still feel fortunate that we're in this game here. Look at gold pre and post ETFs. Yes, that's what I'm trying to pull up. I felt like I saw an Udi reply under here too. Let me see if I'm making that up. No Udi reply. Okay, is this what we're looking for? Could that be it? What's up, Anon? Good morning, man. Dude, I love the PFP. Again, someone put out a good fucking virtuals PFP. Musty, good morning. Before ETFs in 2000, that's crazy. It was just in 2004. After ETFs, 11. So from 1 trill to 11 trill pre-post ETFs. And then here is, and the New York Stock Exchange listed the first gold ETF in November 2004. Okay, gold before, gold after. Again, it doesn't mean we don't do this with Bitcoin. We don't do this, and then we have exactly that happen. And that's probably, let's see what kind of pullback that is. If we can see, I don't know what this chart is. Yeah, fucking down almost 50%, like 40% here, 50%. That will happen. And does it last long and all? These are the things I don't know. I don't know. Again, anybody who's saying they know what this will do is guessing. Me, you got anybody. I love when Nate Geraci says this. He does this all the time. He says nobody knows anything, and he's right. But if we're going to look at like historical trends and all that shit, we look at things like this too. And this is what now Bitcoin's doing. And Bitcoin's smashing every fucking ETF record out there. And so I almost think that Bitcoin goes, what's the word? Fucking, I don't know. Not parabolic. It's whatever. There's a word. Just going to get nuttier. That's right, man. Dude, there's some cool new like UFO kind of videos out there too. Hopefully we'll find. But anyway, there are cycles. There is still I don't know. Other than I know that what we were expecting is not going to play out that way. But how it plays out, don't know. But up to the right forever, that I can get on board with. That makes sense. All right, let's look at Cappy. Let's see how our bags are doing. If you bought yesterday, you're down. Actually, depending where you bought, because yesterday was pretty wild. If you bought early in the day, you're good. You're up a little bit. If you bought anywhere from 5 a.m. on, not so much. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Benny, so this is why I'm just thinking 5 years out, and if I believe that there's just going to be so much more money, I'm not going to do the whole why I believe in ordinals thing, but it's kind of that idea. It's just being here and being present and watching for new things, new like special things, new like when the AI meta popped up, it's watching for stuff like that. Either just play the long game, and park your money in Bitcoin, ETH, all that stuff, and hold it through these pullbacks and whatever. And you're here for 5-10 years anyways. You play that, and you just stay here and look for the opportunities throughout. We just know they're coming. And I thought I used to hear people say that those opportunities are going to come to an end. Like that was the last great time to make money. And I don't think that's the case. If more people and more money and more everything is coming on chain here, and it is, then I just think the opportunities are more frequent. Maybe they're not as big. Maybe they're not as big as frequently, but like more frequently we'll have opportunities. It's almost like memes now that we don't get these things running to 100, 500 a bill, but we have a lot of things that now run to like 1 mil, and that's more common than it used to be. Stuff, like something like that. And then we'll have moments where we do get silly times, and they'll happen whenever, and they'll be crazy. And I still think we'll have events like the Trump coin, right? I think we'll have like here and there once every couple of years, maybe once a year, like a Trump meme coin type event, something that comes in and it's like from 0 to 70 fucking billion, like out of nowhere. Those will happen too. So like look, I think we have like ChatGPT 5 coming out in August, possibly. And there might be WorldCoin integration, and it just might start getting really silly with these like massive companies dropping tokens, and like who knows? Just know that the opportunities are not going to come to an end. There's just going to be more of them. If ICOs become more legitimized, and they are, that's part of what the Clarity Act is going to do. Tons of opportunities. The internet capital markets thing is interesting, and I think that becomes more like legit. And again, opportunities all over the place. Starting to think just buying Bitcoin on the dips. It's the easiest play. It is. And it's like, then it comes to your game plan. Are you trying to make fuck you money in a year? Well, then that's not going to work for you unless you've got like close enough to fuck you money to start, right? But if you are coming from nothing and you're trying to make it big now, you got to be doing what a lot of people here are doing. And it's like plugged in and 24/7 and living and breathing the thing and doing super speculative stuff. And that's how you do it. If you are just looking to grow your wealth and grow it nicely, park it in Bitcoin, park it in ETH, park it in SUI, park it in, Solana, park it in Hyper. Like there's so many things. There's so many things. Some good comments here too, by the way. Hey, good morning, man. Musty, do you really believe that? Like, I am really curious. I mean, just like Tyler, I'm really curious what people think. And like, when we say is the cycle over, it doesn't mean what it used to mean. Again, it's different. Like to English's point, if I'm remembering right, it is different. Bitcoin's different. It's not part of this anymore. It's almost like that was pulled out, but not necessarily, because Bitcoin kind of drives so much of this other stuff. But it is different. It's matured. I think it's at this point kind of unpredictable, other than the overtime up into the right in a big way. There were crypto cycles until Trump won. Your strategy might not be a favorite. Is educate. I like that, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Being plugged in, just being very, very plugged in. Did Must answer? Okay. And like here, the question now is, what does over mean this time? Does it mean just like last time, that we have Black Swan that kills us and then we're dead for a year or year and a half? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what over this time means. It feels like over this time means something different. Maybe it is general cycle over, and Bitcoin continues to run, and nothing else does. But I have trouble seeing nothing else doing well over the next few years. If Bitcoin does well and nothing, I have trouble seeing it. Meta, no, 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 no. But catch me up, man. I'm hoping so, to Yank. And it feels like it. Man, I thought I saw some more spicy posts or interesting posts under here. Maybe it's under Tyler's. Hang on. Again, I really thought I saw an Udi post here. There we go. That might be the best post. That might be it. No, I'm curious with Bankerbot, and I do want to check Preddy, and let's go look at crypto prices. I love the little miner I got on my desk now. It's got the Bitcoin price right in front of me. Were we at 111 earlier? Let's see. What are we at now? 130, actually 114. I'm watching this very close because I do. If we, I don't know, if this was just a really short term weekend thing, I do want to grab a lot more Cappy, and I'm DCAing in now. I am. About $100 worth this morning, but definitely going to go harder at that. If if things are looking up. Hang on, we're all the way over here. What did we get to? Let's go price. 100. No, we didn't get to 111. Of course, there'll be bull and bear markets. Certain sectors and metas will outperform. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I'm there. Did I do abstract? Hang on. Yeah. We're good over there. Okay. Let me clear up my tabs here. I got, like always, way too much open. Oh, nice bet is live over here. I wonder if we could find something like this on Polymarket. It's going to get so silly, man. Even think of this. If you think cycle over, whatever the fuck that means, well, prediction markets are a thing. Betting what? Does betting run in cycles? And, like, it's just, none of it makes sense. And if they have like a toe, it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, this is a pretty awesome bet. What's the next color? What's the color of the next dildo thrown on the WNBA court? So we got green last time, right? Was it green both times? But anyway, like, there you go. Bet on that. Bet on that. You can bet in crypto. What's crazy? You would think stable coins, like, everyone wants to be in a safe position during a pullback, but there's no safe position. And you'd be like, well, stables. And then they can delete your stable coins. Scary shit. What's up, Mike? Good morning, man. Bull runs are fun, dude. Yeah. I miss the euphoria. Oh, wait, what holiday? Do we have a holiday? Hang on. I've got the oh yeah, I want to talk about this too. Nathan Chastain. You guys saw this, right? Maybe a few days back or like last week. Nathan Chastain, he's a free man. So you guys remember Nathan Chastain from OpenSea? I think it was wire fraud they got him on, or some kind of insider trading thing. So remember, he worked at OpenSea. He was in charge of like listings on OpenSea, like if a project was like enabled for trading, and he would buy the NFTs before they got listed, before they got enabled, and then he would sell them when they got listed. Like, dirty, and also it's not the worst thing ever. And he wasn't selling a ton. It's not like he made $1 million. I think he made like 50 grand, which back then in 2021 was nothing. That was nothing. Like, nothing. That was stupid. Yeah. What did they do here? Sentenced to 3 months in jail. And this is going back a little while, right? 3 months under house arrest, 3 years supervised probation, community service, $50,000 fine, return of his 16 ETH he made from it. But the difference here comes from this new administration and them saying that NFTs aren't securities. You can't insider trade them. It's just collectibles. It's like be like if I bought some action figures and eBay ran a promotion on them, and then I front ran it by having them listed ahead of time or something like that. Yeah. Possible retrial in the future. Anyway, I thought that was cool. Like, he fucked up, right? It's not good what he did, but like, come on. So, Benny, you know what? Yeah, that would be cool. Actually, there was a big one. Arkham put out a big one yesterday. They uncovered a big crypto scam going back like 3 or 4 years that was never reported on. And it's the biggest crypto heist like ever. It's like $3.5 billion stolen that nobody ever saw. And the people, like, the people who had their money stolen, they knew, but they never reported it. It was never like news, which is crazy. Like $3.5 billion. So, Benny, this is part of what I was thinking about yesterday. Like right at the beginning, I was saying I've been thinking about just new things to try. I'm like, man, just got to start doing not just this. There's lots, but very focused little videos, like a video on the scams that go on. And that's a perfect example. And a video about V1 punks, 10, 15-minute video that's just on V1 punks. And a 10-minute video on English's favorite topic, why there's no cycle. Just those kind of things. Those would work. Those would be good for like SEO and stuff. And also, I don't know how SEO is changing with AI. I think it's different now. I think it's different. Exactly. Yes, exactly, Betty. Instead of just general, hey, crypto market, NFT talk, if it's like topic. In fact, one of my better performing videos was that. English, what the fuck, man? Well, then what are you? Well, I don't know what you were arguing. We don't communicate well. I got a guy at work who, if you're watching, what's up, man? There's a guy at Crypto Slam, and we don't communicate well. He'll say a thing, and we will talk all around it. Well, fucking obviously. I don't know that. Like I think I said all that I say all the time. Nobody knows. Nobody knows anything. Except I'm pretty fucking sure there's no cycle. Let me do my thing, English. I have to have something to ramble about. Let me ramble that there's no cycle. So I think one of my better ones, I never said that. Don't you put words in my mouth, English. I didn't say this is a fact. There is no cycle. Clip it. Clip it. If I said that, clip it. Or give me the timestamp. I'm pretty sure I didn't say it's a fact. I should have because it's definite. There's no cycle. I didn't say it, but I should have. So, like one of my best performing videos, by the way, my best performing videos are not that great. But yeah, my best one was the scam. And it was so easy to do. It was so easy to do. It was like kind of like I do. I lined up some tabs and I talked through it for 15 minutes and did decent. That need to do more of that. It was so obvious. That's a crime, Choina. In fact, the people who put Nathan Chastain in jail should be put in jail with G-Funk. It is fucked up. Like Nathan Chastain's is a little fuck up. G-Funk's whole thing is crime. I love English. He knows this. But yeah, G-Funk should be in jail. I really, really, really hope G-Funk's put in jail. I really do. I think he's actually a bad dude. I think he might be a criminal. Yeah, I don't hate Cappy here. And again, just feeling things out. If Bitcoin keeps doing, because again, Bitcoin's going to lead the way. You look at Bitcoin, look at Fartcoin. And hype to some degree, but Bitcoin, Fartcoin, those are the two things that matter the most. Fartcoin moves, that's your signal for risk, right? Fartcoin, actually, we should look. Fartcoin starts cooking, game on. Mostly how it works, right? But if we just keep, like, if we tread water here, if Bitcoin falls to 11 or 10 or 109 or whatever, nobody's going to have any kind of appetite to buy into any meme coins. There's a little controversy in Bonk too. People thinking it's about to fizzle out. I don't. So I could see this pulling back to, right around a mil that I was hoping for. And the longer it goes, obviously, the lower it goes. So could see 500, could. This range right here is it's possible. And I'm not counting on it. So I definitely want to start DCAing here, which I am. From here down to a mil. But there's some opportunities here. I believe in this fucking thing because I believe in the dev. And I believe the meme makes sense. And I believe there's already some good people in here. I really do. So there's my Cappy shield for today. Keep an eye on it. I won't be surprised if this bounces back up to 2.5, or pulls back to 1. Neither way. Neither side surprises me, but that's why I'll just DCN, because long term, what I do believe is this is like 5 or 10. And I don't want to get too crazy, but things can get crazy. And I think the crazy part of the cycle is definitely still ahead of us and not far off. And by far off, it's what? October, November-ish? God, those are beautiful. I hope the dude I was chatting with gets one, and I hope he shows it to me. I want to see what he buys. So cool. So fucking cool, those V1s. If you guys don't follow this account, it's a great account to follow. Layer GG. Layer GG official puts out every month a calendar of significant dates. Really, really awesome to follow. So we get unemployment numbers, like the date we report on that, non-farm payrolls, and then significant token dates. This is like one of the most useful posts you'll find each month. This Solana mobile phone ships this week, tomorrow. So that's a big thing, right? It's one of those things I like to look for, things that maybe can move the needle. I agree, Tyrone. I fucking agree with you, dude. Come hang out. I agree. All right. Sent some info on X. Bro, you're so stupid. Me too. Stupid. Me too, dude. What's up? Oh, Cats, man. Have a great day, buddy. We'll catch up on some virtuals later if you're around. Yeah. Okay, so there's a Boat Kid meme already, like, community one. And then Real Boat Kid is launching a meme coin. He's doing a pre-sale or private sale. Stupid. Kill it all. Fucking burn it all down. Burn it all down. Okay, cool. Meta, let me pull that up. Oh man, I think I like Kick. I think I like it. You guys can't see the comments, but I can, and Tyrone is spitting some facts. Might be a bot. Dude, Tyrone, yeah, I'm Jewish. Yes, I agree. Okay, hang on. What else we got? Anything coming up this week? Solana Mobile, community treasury on-chain governance of something. What I don't know. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy this week. Magic Eden S2 Season 2 airdrop. Little something. Let's see. By the way, dude, just to show what's kind of bubbling up. Like, dude, some people have made, like, look, it takes people making money to go and spend that money. The thing we always talk about. And clearly some people have made money and they're sending some things like some NFTs. And I think this means it's a nice preview of what's probably coming to NFTs here. These no bad trippers, they fucking cooked, man. They fucking cooked. I didn't get any. I actually I was seeing if I could grab one on Magic Eden, and dude, the floor was like 0.06. They were moving, so like you see it now. Magic Eden's broken. These are actually like 0.2, 0.3. Right? Something's stuck here. So I was trying to buy. You know what? They at least wiped them off. I was trying to buy, can't buy. It's crazy. Oh shit. Yes, dude. Thank you for reminding me. I want to pull that up too. Yep. You know, it'd be cool. He would never do it, but if he. Okay, well, okay. Choiner, remind me. Is it a free event or do you have to have a CryptoPunk to go? Because it would be kind of cool one day. Keep it real exclusive for now, but 5 years down the road, it'd be cool if he opened it up to V1s. Dude, it's bad, Musty. It's bad. You're right. Magic Eden is better. Oh, it's open. Okay, cool. It's open, everyone. Cool. Well, then, forget what I was saying. Anyway, bad trippers cooking, man. Okay, NFTs can cook now. They can. We saw it with GBC. We see it with these no bad trippers. This comes from Killer Acid, by the way. Awesome artist, right? Cabal-y kind of artist. This shit can cook. And man, when Bitcoin does its thing to, I don't know, 150 or 200, and we can play stupid. Some people think it's going to get way like 250, 300. There's still those predictions out there. On-chain all-stars. Oh, and what's that Solana collection, the chill house kind of things? There's some NFTs that are really doing some shit. Oh yeah, there we go. 0.0 Musty. These are cooking. I mean, 0.03 is not bad. I actually like those. I like them more than the no bad trippers. But all of this to say, if right now people have made some money and are starting to speculate a bit on NFTs, watch out when Bitcoin, maybe almost 2x's. And if ETH 3x's. And right, what watch for when people make some like really, really serious money here. The rotation will be fun. Mike Bennett, tough call. English is correct about cycles. Wait, about cycles, finished. We can be on altcoin pause until real rate cuts happen, and then the bull continues disregarding for. Oh, yeah, yeah. All fair. All fair. Nice. Okay, well, I didn't mean to FUD the All-Stars. I think they look amazing, and I think they're going to cook from here. Oh, and there you go. That's a big-ass win then. Okay, good shit. I must have missed my my whitelist. I must have missed that message. But no, GG's. No, that's very nice. Again, Mike, I'll repeat the Nate Geraci line. Nobody knows anything. Anything. From the positive side to the negative side, nobody knows anything. We just look at I think the best take was easy and gold. Gold before and after ETFs. I think that's like the best take. There's gold. After ETFs. Of course, corrections and pullback, all this shit, but up and to the right. Looks good. Looks good. Anyway, that's what's coming to Bitcoin. And does it flow to the other speculative stuff? I hope. And aside from the speculative stuff, do businesses launch coins to raise capital? That's a whole separate thing. Do rich people spend their money on collectibles just to flex? It's a whole separate thing. Do prediction markets just do prediction market kind of things, and hot events, are their own mini cycles? You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many things. We're being broken up into categories now, which is awesome. I love it. It's going to be fun. And this I know. This I know is it's going to get really, 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 really fun. I like that too. Adoption means all bets are off. Different. In a way, okay, I don't know if this might sound stupid. We're almost in discovery mode, not price discovery mode, but we're in discovery mode, feeling out what is fucking crypto even look like and move like and mean anymore. And there's so much stuff we don't know. Going back to NFTs and ownership, what happens if that really does become a thing? Well, what does that make crypto look like? If owning an NFT is kind of like a security and owning part of a business, right? There's so many like X factors here and things that kind of can move the needle. So all around, just really, really exciting time and a great time to be in. I would not want to be. Okay, maybe a reason I don't like the pushing of the idea that a cycle's over, because I think historically cycles over, a lot of people walk away, right? And if people are thinking this is the end of the cycle and they missed it and walk away, that's no good, right? This is the exact time to not walk away, to be extra dialed in. I think we all learned a ton in the bear market too. Hopefully made some money in the bear market, but yeah, it's I think regardless of cycles, we're always plugged in and staying on top of shit. And I just think we need to remain that. And like I said, best time to be plugged into this shit was years ago. Second best time right now. And it's really close. It's really fucking close. Anyway, ETH just under 3,500, Ripple 288, Solana 162. Oh God. Mike Bennett, 2022 was so wild. The beginning of the year was like the most euphoric I've ever felt. And then the end of 22 was not. And really it was 2023 that was. Hang on, when was the FTX thing? Was that end of 22 or was that end of 23? I think that was 23, right? Might be wrong. Either way. And by the way, you don't get one side without the other. You don't get the fucking insane euphoria without the extreme pain. You don't get them. And when you get if you get extreme euphoria kind of out of nowhere, better believe there's going to be some extreme pain, the flip side of it. Oh, let me check the DMs too, by the way. Okay. Here, yeah, let's share this. All right. So much fear around new tech. Let's see. Oh! Now I'm remembering that ticker was the token launched by Grok. Like Grok told Bankerbot to launch that token, right? Or gave him the ticker. Is that what it was? That's what that was. That debt relief bot thing. Bankerbot's the new PayPal. Hang on. Should I? Meta, I should play this. Oh, when he was talking about it in a big Tesla space. Okay. Oh, I see more. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just following the thread right now, and there's another coin that was launched. Bankerbot. Okay, big account used Bankerbot to launch this whole Mars coin. All right, let's just for the funds, let's see what that thing's looking like. Bankerbot is awesome. Oh, dude, Meta, thank you. Cool. All right, sorry. I'm just like all over reading shit. Sorry. Yeah, let's play it. Let's play that clip. Wait, Justin, hang on. Also, that's interesting. I'm with you there, Justin. Oh man. Oh, okay. Mars, big Tesla influencer, dabbles in crypto. I see. So now there's more talks of crypto amongst Tesla owners in the Tesla owner circles you're in. Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's play that clip. I want to hear it. Like, man, the way we woke up to crypto and it was like the most exciting shit ever. Just remember there's a whole like fuck ton of people who haven't had that moment yet. And like there's a whole man, there are so many really stupid rich people, like mega millionaires, billionaires who haven't touched crypto yet. And man, when the bug bites them the way it got us, they're gonna do the things we did. Like the speculative crazy shit's not done. It's not. And remember too, fuck, there was a piece of oh. Do you guys remember when the Sam Spratt piece sold? That one sold, was it earlier this year? The Monument Game thing? And it went for like $3 million. And it was bought by some anonymous person, but like the rumors are it's some like very well-known, billionaire. Like they're here and they're just going to slowly win over their buddies to come in here too. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's going to get silly still.
Omar, what's up? I know you really hate this, but thanks for coming. You can
Dude,
me a new
why
one.
are you promoting this shit coin? How fucking high are you right now? Grok is not a person, okay? It doesn't have any money.
Okay, but you can't just say that. You're wrong. You're literally wrong, and you can't prove why you're wrong.
The Grok X account has money. We all know Grok's not a person. I would definitely agree with that. The Grok X account has about almost $1 million.
The X account doesn't have any money.
Oh.
The Bankerbot controls a wallet, and it executes transactions
that's
based on what the X account says.
Let me share, Mike. Let me share from what I understand, because
Grok is not a person. It doesn't have money. Okay. This is a publicity stunt that you're falling for. and you're pushing a shit coin on your audience.
But see, you're lying about me
Omar.
right now, and I don't appreciate it, Omar. You're literally lying about me. You're saying I'm pushing a coin, and I'm not. I said, don't buy this. That's not what this is about. This is about Grok having money. And
I've been listening to this space. This guy sounds like Jordan Belfort. You could secure a huge upside return right now.
I just said you could go
Come
to
on.
zero tomorrow.
You should not
Omar. I
be
just said
telling
you could go to
anybody
zero tomorrow.
about a shit coin.
You could go to zero
You know,
tomorrow.
this is what happened to Hawk Tua. This is how Hawk Tua got canceled. You're going to be the next Hawk Tua, Lincoln.
Oh man.
you're lying about me right now in public. You're lying.
I'm not lying
and
about you. I like you. You're my friend.
Huh. All right. Yeah, I think I need to listen to more for context there. And then he goes into plays his own talk. Wait, so who launched which token? Like, give me a little context. Lincoln is who?
Omar, what's
Dude, it's funny. Like, this fucking boggles their brains, right? And you know what's crazy? This is part of the process. And some people just resist it, like gamers have resisted crypto stuff forever. And eventually, you know, they'll crack, I think. Maybe not, because they're stubborn. But, like, this is going to boggle their minds, and they're not going to get it, and they're going to do the thing even crypto people did for a while. Like, the whole coins are precious. You can't launch this. You shouldn't launch a that's going away, which is awesome. But the more they do this and they talk about it and they fight about it and they accuse people of stuff, and the more it just keeps happening, and they're like, well, it didn't matter. Ultimately, it just didn't end up mattering. It's going to get normalized, and eventually it's like, well, fuck, this is never going to stop. So, okay, that's cool. They're in the process of understanding this fucking crazy new world that's coming. And so few people, I know it feels like a lot of people already are here and get this stuff, but, you know, outside of our bubble, you know, they don't. This is people figuring it out. It's really funny, dude. Oh, Omar is that Mars account. Okay, got it. Okay. I'm sorry. This is great seeing these guys play with this stuff. Just play with it. Have fun with it. Figure shit out. I saw a comment about this earlier. These Grok companions, right? So in the in the Grok app, you have these video avatars, right? You had Annie, you got Valentine, now you got Rudy, Bad Rudy. I assume people are launching tokens for these, right? I am positive there's already an Annie one. I'm sure there's already Valentine one. Dude, that's so awesome. It's like trial by fire. You get in here and you're going to overthink it and you're going to whatever. It's just like we did. And in the end, you're just going to realize it's all pointless. The fights over stuff and what you should and shouldn't do doesn't matter. This stuff is so fucking, what is it? It's just people's brains are rattled because it's just such a wild fucking thing that is unstoppable. Dude, when I hop into the crypto spaces that are like, crypto focused spaces, and they're the big ones, maybe I'm thinking of like the, NFT Bark guy or whatever the fuck his name is. No, not Bark. If that's Steve, like not him. Who's like the scammy dude? I think it's just Bark. When I go into like a crypto space, I can't they're so off-putting. I wouldn't, this one that we were just listening to, I could listen to that. I like to hear people figuring it out. Okay. Anyway, I'm sure we have, well, we'll peek actually, but we've got companion coins for all those things. Let's check Rudy. Yeah, so all those, yeah, okay, so we got them already. Pretty new. So mid-July it launched. Pumped after what? Elon tweet. Does Elon still can pump this shit a little bit, huh? A little bit. My favorite fucking thing, one of my favorite things from this cycle is who was it? Who the fuck was it? Zagabond. Zagabond saying that tickers are the new hashtag. That's my favorite thing. Just look at meme coins like that. It's a hashtag. Tickers are the new hashtag. And it ties right into fucking Jesse Pollock and tokenize everything. You know, it's all the same conversation. It is. God, it's so stupid here. And good stupid, fun stupid. So many opportunities stupid. Daily alpha guys are awesome, right? Thank you, Justin. Yeah, the daily alpha guys are great. It's the very you know how there's like a normie segment of this space too? Like I know these crypto guys who are in it and they're in weird shit. They're in like I don't know, there's just different circles. But they're in this other part that I don't get because it doesn't feel I don't feel the substance there. That all feels like it's trying to extract, and that's the purpose, and it's trying to mislead people. I guess that's all a crypto, whatever. It's just there's just other communities that feel like, eh. Oh shit, Maya. If you're watching, Maya, I hope you are. Yes, DM me. Fuck yes, DM me. Guys, okay, so I was talking about wanting to launch an NFT collection, a virtuals NFT collection. That is what I'm. Oh, maybe he is watching. Okay, yeah. I hope you're watching. By the way, I've wanted you on the show, and we need to get you on the show. Maya's one of the cool content agents over in the virtuals ecosystem, right? Like you send it a command, and it can make you images. It might do video now too. They're making an NFT launchpad. Dude, I would love to partner with them and launch a virtuals NFT collection. Fuck yes. We should make that happen. 1,000%. 1,000%. Yeah. I like those guys. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, I definitely should. Well, our shows go up against each other, but there's like 3 hours long. That is something I do want to do, Musty, is just get out there and talk. I don't ever, only spaces I talk on, Musty, is you and Confusion. I don't go on other spaces. Probably should. Yeah, I never do that. I don't know why. You know what? I know why. I get anxious. I get so fucking anxious. I don't get anxious doing the weekend streams. I get a decent amount when I do my weekday shows, and I get super anxious going on any other space. Yeah. That's smart, dude. Yeah, I get so yeah. I got the anxiety thing. Even if I know my shit and know what, like it's a fucking head game. I have to go, I gotta go venture out in the psychedelic realms and get my head on straight again with that. So stupid, right? It's never reasonable reasons to be fucking worried, anxious about shit, but it's just that's me. Always has been. Dude, I remember I was trying to think back to when that started. When did I start getting anxious about whatever? When did I start getting anxiety? And I have this memory. It was like the first real time. Wait. 2 times. I remember 2 times where as a kid and it just hit me. And I felt my face go flush and I was like this fucking intense, terrifying feeling. Okay, one. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. All right, cool. Yeah. I should. One was very little. I remember kindergarten, hanging out with a girl, and was over at her house, and we were just playing. Like kids playing. And her older sister, and a whole bunch of friends came in and were teasing us that he's like, oh, it's her boyfriend, like that kind of shit. And and then I remember I was so fucking flustered and whatever. And I remember grabbing the girl and shaking her. I'm like, get them out of here. And it freaked me the fuck out. And then the second one, let's do that. The second one, so my dad was a minister. I think I've told you guys this. my dad was a minister, and he was like he did like chapels, like he was like a, I don't even know what to call him exactly, but he would do like chapels for like Major League Baseball and the NBA and the NFL and shit like that. It was so cool because we always traveled around and got to meet players, and they would come to our house and shit. Like that stuff was cool. And he also traveled to churches and stuff. So I remember we went to a church, and I was really little. Well, I don't even know how little. I think it was after the girl incident. And they had us come to the front of the church, and it was like hundreds of people, right? And they just were trying to introduce the family. And I just remember that fucking rocking me, like standing in front. You know, my family's all next to me. We're just looking out at the church, and they're like clapping and stuff. And I was so nervous. I just turned around and I faced the other way. And then everybody laughed. Like the whole fucking audience was laughing at me. And I think that was like one of the moments. It's very close, dude, Mike. Very close. No, the me and my wife thing was like funny as shit too. We worked together, and then I was leaving the job to go move to Orlando to go to music school. And like the night before I was moving, our little, department went out for a dinner just to like celebrate, say goodbye, all that shit. And then I can't remember exactly how it went. She got hammered, and she like manipulated the situation to need a ride home. So I gave her a ride home, but she like fucking told me all the feelings on the way home. And she had a boyfriend of like 5 years or something. And anyway, like she broke up with him the next day, and we've been together ever since. It was fucking weird. There's Banker. Man, I hope my Bankerbot NFTs do well. Look at that. That's a beautiful fucking thing. Wow. Yeah, Banker's legit. Dude, Meta, Banker's going to be half a bill, isn't it? Banker gives me the fucking... Bankerbot gives me the tingles. The fucking tangles. Banker feels like a different fucking... We compare all these tokens, and most of them are dog shit. This feels like very different. Boy, oh boy, this went from what, 50 to what did it touch? Wow, it went to like 115. Holy shit. That's so cool. Whoops. Should probably have had a big old bag of that. Okay, where's my watch list? I want to get back to Cappy. I like that a lot. Bankerbot's the PayPal. I like it. Launching a token. I know other things do this, like launch a token with a command, but like Bankerbot. Dude, I hope that Maya replies like legit. I hope we do that. I would put my everything into launching an NFT collection. I would. I just, like, it's just, I love NFTs. I fucking love them. If I could help launch a virtuals NFT collection, that would be the coolest shit ever. And I'll even give Musty a whitelist. No, Musty's been really good to me with whitelists. He's a fucking bro. Musty, I think we got I think it was Meta, like other Meta. No. I think it'd be fine. Because you know what? Like, this is kind of like in line with Musty, like the whole fucking don't launch tokens. It's bad for your rep. And I fuck that, dude. Again, none of this, it's not fucking precious. It doesn't matter. I do not care. Yeah. I was going to say, I don't care if it goes to zero. I don't want people to get wrecked. But I do think a collectible from the get-go, all we'll say is collectible, fucking honoring the virtuals ecosystem, like not honoring, celebrating the virtuals ecosystem, just having fun, enjoying it. I have no problem putting my name in like my time and reputation behind something like that. If it's done right, my reputation, if it's a good thing, quality, like not a shitty thing. And hopefully it's a free mint. You know what I mean? Or hopefully it's cheap and the money goes into something else. Maybe we use the money and support virtuals launches with it, something like that. As long as I get to keep half the money. You know, as long as that, then we're good. I would love to do an NFT collection. I really do. I would love it. I have no shame. It'd be fun, right? If we can make it cheap, $10, $20, I don't know. Whatever. Cheap. It's got to look good. It's got to like capture the fucking spirit of virtuals. It's got to be degen. It's got to lean into the agents that are there and their traits, and more than the traits, it has to lean into their utility. And I actually think what would be super cool is if some of the NFTs had utility, like if some of the rare things in a collection, like okay, for example, AIXVC, right? You got to have like, I don't know, 100,000 tokens to access their terminal. What if there's a 1/1 NFT in that collection that gives you access to the terminal? That simple. There's a 1/1 NFT that gives you access to Swarm Copilot. If there's a 1/1 that gives you access to this, if there's another one that gives you unlimited Butler access, right? Just one of like 10 1/1s that give you unlimited access to those platforms, and then those become valuable to some degree. That'd be cool. You want to do it with me, Musty? You want to do that? I'm too lazy. I'm not lazy. I have no desire for that, though. I want to do something that's cool and kind of meaningful. And like, I think there's a cool enough community in virtuals that it would be meaningful to enough people. So, like, that would be cool. Screaming deals over here. Screaming deals. OMBs are free. Quantum Cats are free. Look at that. So beautiful. Man, this held up right here pretty darn well. Did it touch 1.2? Shit. Yeah, this might be, it's too early, but this might be a pretty good level to be watching. It is interesting, guys. Like, again, I am retarded. And I'm just learning, like, I know how manipulated this stuff is, but I understand so much more how there's just guys who will support a token and they're like, when it hits this price, I buy, and I will do my best to defend that level. And, you know, like, we know that's how it goes, but it really goes that way. Can't confirm or deny. Wait, what did I ask, Musty? I forget now. If you want to do that, or if you do it. Do you do that already, dude? Do you have like 50 NFT collections out there? Moonbirds feel like not crime, but they're launching a token, and it feels like, oh, you know, I did see a tweet like last week or the week before saying that you know, insiders were tipped off that they got a token coming, and you know, so they were buying those up for that. There you go. Yeah, Mike, something like that would be real cool. Oh, dude, fucking, I forgot we need to talk about that ape sale, which is bullshit. Funny thing, too, is it leans into, like, it still leans into my thesis about NFTs and value and stuff. It really does, but I think that sale is super sus. You guys know what I'm talking? We talked about it yesterday, that 666 ETH sale of that gold board ape. Super sus. That's bullshit. The guy who bought it, it's so stupid. I'm going to FUD. By the way, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to FUD bored apes now. I am. I'm going to be kind of fuddy with apes. Musty, the timing might be perfect. Like, again, I think we're getting into speculative kind of silly season a little bit, and Moonbirds are like primed. They're primed to do that, you know, get to 5 or so. Oh, shit. Well, that's pretty cool. Spencer's got motion too, so I could see it. All right, this is the dude that bought the gold board ape, 666 ETH. So we're talking a couple mil. The thesis here. By the way, let me show the ape first. Really nice fucking ape. It's a nice ape. Like, if I were to pick an ape, that might be the one. Forget that he's gold, right? He's so clean. Like, that's a nice ape. But 666 ETH, I don't know. Here, the thesis. This is a grail, and I doubt a single person here will deny that. I don't know. I don't deny it. But I wouldn't bet on that thing. If you got money to bet on it, cool. But if I had money, if I had a lot of, okay, I'm going to be all over the place here. A reason, not really, other than I did, and I only did it like 5-10 times, and I get 0 viewers over there, and that's not a good reason to not do it now. But it was just that I was doing it and no viewers, and it was always an extra step to get the stream going, so I just stopped. But I definitely should. It needs to be everywhere. Interesting. All right, Carbon, we might need to chat. I want to chat with the Maya gang, and I want to see what they're cooking. And then we should chat. It just makes sense as a thing to do. And I would want to get it, Vader on board and Khan's on board and Whitney on board. Like get some like real heavy Nick on board. Graham. I would like all the guys like as a part of it. Again, it's celebrating this shit. And I would love to get the projects giving utility through it too for free. It's great promo, dude. It'd be great promo for the space. Maybe it's limited. What if it gave you access for like a month, and after that month, the utility comes to an end until it transfers wallet. So it makes you have to sell it. Something like that. Like there's something really fucking cool you could do with that. I believe that. Okay, anyway. A grail. Yes, no, whatever. I'll give you that it's a grail. It's beautiful looking out of that collection. Beautiful. Beanie contradicts the formality of the ape. Yes. Allowing warmth and relatability for all viewers. This is so stupid. And I'm just teasing. It's fine. This thesis applies to everything he says. Keep in mind for ordinals and the collections I believe in. I get his headspace because I believe in some collections this way. This is just, I don't think the apes check this box for me. They used to, I don't know. I'll FUD apes in a minute. As collectors, we know when something is timeless. I truly believe this is up there with some of the greats. Think Mona Lisa, Starry Nights, Girl with a Pearl Earring. That's bonkers to me. In 100, 200 years' time, this will be looked at as one of the most invaluable pieces of on-chain history. In that sense, I do not care if apes as a whole do not return to glory, but they will. I think he's overestimating. I don't know. The significance of Bored Apes. I don't know if that's right, but we'll get through this and I'll share more thoughts. My partner and I made a conscious decision to invest in our family's future and collect a piece like this out of passion and love and refinance part of our house to buy this. That sounds like bullshit. And if he did that, I think he's a nut. Bitcoin is down because I'm selling the Bitcoin I bought it. I hope that's true, dude. A1, I hope that's true. And if so, GG's, man. That's beautiful. To Yank, I did get it. About 2 weeks ago, I got it. A1, true story. Is this true? I hope it is. They refinanced their house. Not on the chance we can resell it for higher, but because I doubt we ever will, but as an emotional investment. This doesn't make any sense. You refinanced your house for something you're never going to sell. Not every investment needs a financial motive, and something like this ape can actually offer a far greater positive emotional return than other assets. Regardless, if you think apes aren't coming back, I have news for you. Look, I think they might not come back. I wouldn't bet either way. I wouldn't bet against Yuga Labs, and also they've not showed me anything that would make me want to bet on them. The world's only getting crazier, and more money is being printed every day. Yes, this is where I'm fully on board. Millionaires are being minted in crypto overnight, and those people are longing for a status symbol that they can feel connected to. Yes, agreed. Like prior cycles, this will come in NFTs, and in particular, I believe Bored Apes will be one of the main beneficiaries of the new cash flow. This is where we're going to start breaking, but they're undeniably clean. I already have a mysterious aura about them that attracts people and the community. is next level. Man, here's the thing. I agree with the money being printed. I agree with where a lot of that money is going to go. A lot will come to NFTs. I believe Bored Apes will be one of the main beneficiaries, right? They have a mysterious aura about them. They don't anymore. They don't. That attracts people in the community is next level. Those tie together. I don't feel a mysterious aura about Bored Apes, and I've never felt attracted to that community. To be totally honest, I've never found that community welcoming. I've never had the itch to be part of the community. That community is different. I don't want to say bad different, but it's not something I feel like I resonate with and resonates with me. I have never felt the pull towards that community. And like I said, it might be because they don't feel welcoming at all. At all. Like I've never felt that from them. Ever. I also think Bored Apes, more than anybody, face that execution risk could kill him. Could. I really believe that. I still think Bored Apes could go the way of Beanie Babies. If other side doesn't happen, and if they don't find a way to print money for their community and build something that makes them more meaningful than just they were early, because they're not first. What do they have going for them? They represent the degen side of NFTs really well. I'm not sure if that's enough, because then I start thinking about like something that I mentioned here. I like to think about OG NFT collections and how far do they have to fall for me to want to buy one just as a collectible. And I start thinking about that with like a Bored Ape. And where does a Bored Ape have to fall where I would part with some money for it? It's pretty fucking low. It's pretty low. And the reason it's low is because of the community. Again, I know some of you guys that with apes, that's not a comment, obviously about you guys. It's just the community as like, an entity. I don't feel anything there. I don't feel they're welcoming. I don't feel like we're into the same stuff for the same reasons. And it's just nothing. I got nothing there. So then it's like, what price does it need to fall to for me to want it as like a slice of history or finally to be in the Bored Ape Yacht Club? In ETH? Now, a lot of that depends on how much money do I have. If I have 100 ETH, at 1 ETH, what am I in? Probably. But I can't picture wanting to spend 5 ETH on one. And if I don't have a lot of money, if I'm sitting on 10 ETH, I'm not spending 1 ETH on a Bored Ape. There's nothing that there's nothing that gets me like wanting to get one. There's nothing there. And that shows the value of a community. There are some good communities I would buy to support them, to be a part of the community, this and that, whatever. I don't feel that with Bored Apes. And I don't think this sale ages well. I could totally see Bored Apes being not around in 10 years. NFT always around for fucking sure. But as the status symbol, as the thing, I could see Milady's being more than a Bored Ape, price-wise, significance-wise in a decade. When you've got Garga, if that tweet was real, Garga saying, I don't know why I'm still here doing this, not getting paid 5 years later. If that tweet was real, like, it just speaks to why, like, I'm not so sure. Like, what if Yuga ends up selling the BAYC IP and somebody else runs it? Like, there's so many things that could happen with them that I don't trust. And maybe the biggest thing of all is they've not done anything that makes me believe they can do anything. They haven't. They've delivered nothing. Yeah, there's no, I like always, I root for them. I hope they do something magic. I want them to. I'm itching for Other Side Metaverse to be fucking amazing. I hope they do it, but they've not showed me, almost like Pixel Vault. Now that's extreme, right? But almost like Pixel Vault, they've not showed me that they can build a thing that's going to matter. So yeah, I don't know with this. I don't know with this one. Now that's fucking smart to yank. That's fucking cool. What do you guys think about this sale? Anybody at all on the same? And who else? What are your guys' feels about apes? Also, some people saying that this sale probably isn't real. And I wish I saw some like more thoughts on why, but Pranksty chimed in. So many red flags around that ape sale, but let's pretend it's real. Like, I wonder, what does he mean though? Laundering or Again, if you've got the money to do that and that's just a fun thing you're proud to own, awesome. That's cool. I get that. That of everything he wrote in his post makes sense. Again, the money coming in and all that makes sense. That stuff all makes sense, but that bet you're gonna, I mean, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. You know, you're rolling the dice and making a bet that the Bored Apes are one of those collections. Totally could be. But I'm like not super confident. It's another one of those things, like yet another one that if they are significant, won't shock me. Probably wouldn't even be surprised, but also won't be surprised or shocked if they're gone. If Yuga sells the IP. If they're a big old nothing burger in a decade. And if they're a nothing burger, are they then this like culturally significant thing? I'm not sure. Maybe. Also maybe. Christian, it does, but like it's just crazy because the sale actually happened, right? Like, so it is a real sale, so it's like it's just fucking weird. So like sale happened and then people questioning if it's legit. You know, it's like crazy thing is it actually didn't sell for a lot more. I mean, it is a decent amount more, but it didn't sell for a fuck ton more in ETH terms. You know, like less than 100 ETH more. 100 ETH is a lot of money, right? Don't get me wrong, but 2x in USD value. What's the price point you guys would buy an ape? Let's even say right now with your bags where they're at now. Yeah. Yep. God, I wish, and I might be alone with that feeling about that community. But yeah, I don't feel it. Would like to. I would definitely like to. And like I said, even just final thing, I root for him. You guys know that. I always do. I like the guys. I like Garga and I like Gordon and I like those guys. I'm rooting for them. But after years, I don't think we've seen anything other than mistakes, missteps and mistakes and whatever. And they're all, course correcting. But even with that, it's been a year and I've not seen anything. Yeah, 2.5. That actually, I mean, reasonable. Yeah. That's fair. Look, man, even Good Vibes, who I really like, and they do have a great community. When price is down, I'm not in the Discord. You know? Oh, yeah, interesting, Christian. See, now I'll say this. Apes, if they're not relevant, dead, all that stuff, 0.2 I'm buying just because have it in the wallet. I think 0.2 for sure. And this is where I start thinking, I'm like really trying to think through, like being real honest, what's the level I would or wouldn't, 0.2 would, 0.3 would, 0.5. I think maybe when we start getting 0.5 is where I'm starting to be like, sounds crazy, Bored Ape for 0.5. But again, it's a whole different world, different headspace. In a world where like there's no other side metaverse, there's no ape chain, or even if there is, there's just nothing going on where Bored Apes are now just a collectible on chain. What's that price? A few ETH. It's like we were saying yesterday, the best spots to be hanging, best communities are the small little group chats. That's it. That's the best spot. Oh, Musty, that's my mistake then. I get so attached, dude. Wait, over on abstract. Rock, paper hands. Dude, what a great name. Rock, paper, hands. Gold Ape is a grail, but there is something weird about that. You know what? A wash makes the most sense. Wash makes the most sense. Aaron, it's a good question. It is. It's a really good question. Here's the thing. It's almost like with crypto. Every crypto has a different function, a different thing that makes it valuable. And a lot of the value is just that other people want it. supply demand. NFTs are that. It's any given NFT is valuable because there's a reason people want it, whether it's to be in a community that has great people and great contacts, or an NFT gets you perks and access to something. Like so many reasons. By the way, random, I got an offer on an NFL moment, or what are they? NFL all day. So there's an NFT, by the way. It's an NFL, like digital sports card. Think of it like a card. It's just digital. And somebody offered me $300 because it's their favorite player, or it was like a special play, and somebody offered $300 for it, right? And you start like scaling that, right? You start scaling that. Well, CryptoPunks, people look at that as like the holy grail of NFTs, the thing that made NFTs click for people. Like, oh, I get it. You get, and NFTs, by the way, it's a receipt, basically. Less about the art, it's about the receipt. Yes, Aaron, totally. I like this, by the way. Appreciate you asking or putting this stuff out there. The perk thing makes sense because you can really value it. Oh, it gets me this. Well, then me paying this much makes sense. Like I get value for it. It's fair. The part where it gets really crazy and where it gets weird is you got to remember that there's a lot of really, really rich people who buy things because they want them, just because they can, because if they lose all their money, it doesn't matter. And there's people who, where they lose it, it does matter, but they're still going to play the game. There's a lot of people buying these things just because they like them. And it sounds so crazy, and it is crazy that there's guys spending $20,000 on an NFT because they think it's cool. But it's like Pokemon cards or any kind of collectible out there, action figures, whatever collectibles exist out there, somebody who collects records, whatever. If there's people who want them, there's people who want them. It's like we almost overthink NFTs in a way. And there just happens status. Yep. There just happens to be a lot of people who really like collecting this stuff on chain, who think it's like the start of something that's going to be normalized, that everything will have so many collectibles on chain, even if they do nothing. And then the cooler that NFT is, the more people say it's a cool thing. And at first they start out cheap, so you can afford it. It's $10, it's $50, it's maybe a couple $100, and you can afford it and you buy it because you like it and it's cool, and boom, there you go. But more and more people do the same. They're like, oh, I also like it. I'll buy one. Same price. I'll get one too. And the next guy gets it too. And then all of a sudden you got all these people who just like the thing, like the NFT, the collection. And there's people who didn't get it at that cheap price. They're like, fuck, I like them too. Oh man, I know you guys all got it. I want it too. I'll pay you an extra $50 for it. And somebody is willing to part with it for that $50 more. And again, then the aura of the collection just keeps growing, and somebody else with more money, a millionaire, multimillionaire dude comes in, who's like, I fucking like them too, and you guys know what you're talking about. You guys get the market. I want to hang with you guys. I'll spend $5,000 more. You like, sell me yours. I'll give you $5,000 for it. And somebody sell it. It just snowballs to the point we are at today, where there's collections that the floor price is $1,000, $5,000, $20,000, $50,000. And the reason it feels like there's no limit and it's crazy is because, again, there's so many people with so much money. And part of that is because there's so many people who are into crypto very early and they got all these coins so cheap. So somebody might have 100 ETH that they spent $100 on. And when that happens too, you value stuff a little different. I know, like for us, maybe we don't. Some people, when you have so much and you got it so cheap, they do think like that. Most people don't, but some do. So there's a lot of reasons, but it just like the simple reason is because people like them. And once that clicks and you don't overthink it, I used to overthink it. When you stop overthinking it, it's like, all right, if people like them. And so like something like CryptoPunks again makes sense. It just, oh, I saw this. What was this, like a day or two ago? Was that right now, or was that a like Friday, Saturday to yank? I think I saw that. Yes, I got an NFL all-day offer. I have what is it? Is it Mills Davis or something like that? He was the Texans rookie quarterback a few years back, and I minted his rookie moment, and I got the number one. I got the number one mint, and it might have just been a collection offer, but offered $300 for it. He's not even a starting quarterback now, right? He's like their backup. But yeah, for $300 because it's someone's favorite player. If he were a superstar. That's why I didn't sell it back then. I'm like, if he's a superstar, if he's like a next, all-star player, that number one moment's going to go for $10,000, which probably is true. But he ain't that. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, Arthur Hayes had put out another blog post. He's pretty bearish, decently bearish short term. He's the guy who said we'd probably pull back to the low 90s, in the short term. He had these like couple scenarios. He's like, it could pull back to the mid 90s, low 90s, and it may not happen that way. We might just kind of skip all that. He must think that that's happening. But like the NFTs with crazy prices, it's the stuff that makes news, and it makes us think that the whole NFT thing is just bonkers, out of control, crazy. And it's really just like a smaller handful. It's like a couple dozen collections that have like stupid prices. 50 collections. I don't know what the number is, but it's, a majority of them are worth nothing or a few bucks. But you've got your, 50, 100, I don't know what the number, but somewhere closer to that ballpark, 50 to 100 collections that are worth in the thousands. And it's just because there's enough people with enough money and they really like them. And man, is it fun. That's right, the Yank. Yeah. You're gonna have your hands full, dude. Yeah, I think this was a tweet. I want to say Friday-ish. So there's M2, by the way. Just seeing how closely we're following now. Are we coming to the end of it? With a couple months still here. Could be. Anyway, that gold ape is it's pretty wild. It's pretty fucking wild. I guess on that point, the most a Pudgy's ever sold for was $680,000. Wow. That'll change this cycle, I think. But yeah, that's the highest Pudgy sale, the left facing guy. That's a fucking grail. That's a grail. That's one of the that would make sense to me, right? If you got money, and you want to bet on something that might have some pretty spicy upside, definitely that. Yeah, that's a nice one. Okay, what else? I want to go back and I want to listen to that Spaces later. All right, let's see if I saved anything. You know what's so cool with Grok? Like I can say Grok. Let's do this. What makes it good? Any NFT? You know what I mean? Like just any. Again, they're all different. An NFT might be good because it's subjective, right? Because the person who launched it is, a famous person or a famous builder or a very great technical builder, or some of them, Aaron, and this is good to know too, some of them are meant to be shitty. Some of them are meant to be low effort. And again, a majority of NFTs are total bullshit. They're there for fun or they're there to steal your money, right? Most of the stuff is in those categories. I would argue 70%, 80%, I don't know. There's a lot of low effort, no effort stuff that's there just to put an NFT and see. Like I know people who have dropped NFT collections because they think if you put out an NFT collection, you'll make money. There's tons of that. And then there's stuff that's out there just to build a community or because somebody wants to put out a collectible in the end. Like they're all very different. And yeah, sometimes it's just who's part of the club, right? That could make something special. I always argue too, Aaron, it's not the art that really makes it. I mean, it helps, but it's like the code, the token itself. Like NFTs are a receipt. This is what Polly would say, and I like it. He said, like, your NFT, it's just a receipt. There's an image attached to the receipt. But the receipt is showing who owns it and when you bought it and its whole history and all that stuff. And the receipt is what gets you access to places, not the image. And so if it was a special moment, right? A special thing happened and a bunch of you were together and you all made $1 million on a trade and you want to commemorate it by dropping a little NFT collection. And the art doesn't matter. It just happens to be that you're tokenizing the moment. And maybe the art's cool or maybe not, but that group of people is going to value that collection. Maybe other people around might too, if they were a part of it. But, there's so many reasons. But it's why I think art is what like started clicking for people early on. Because like that was the best use case for NFTs early, like the pure collectibles, like NBA Top Shots, and then art. Because like for art, it does actually solve a need, for digital artists to be able to like live off their craft. And you couldn't before. Right click save is a real thing. You still can right click save any image out there, but could you ever prove which one is the original without going and spending tons of money in court, and doing this digital forensics to figure it out? You could do that, but it's not practical, so you really couldn't. And now you click a link and you see it, you're like, well, shit, that's the original. That's the first one ever. That's mint number 1. It's that artist. I can verify it just like looking at it here. And it's, it's neat stuff. But you know what? Like, I always encourage anybody, keep doing what you're doing and like asking the questions and trying to make NFTs make sense. And for me, again, it usually boils down to you don't overthink it. It like just like Pokemon cards, if people like it, that's the answer, because people like it. And then when the money part doesn't make sense, I mean, the answer is because there's a lot of people with a lot of money, and so for them it makes sense. Like when a new console would come out, PlayStation 2, 3, whatever, I would go camp in line and go buy one because I knew the rich guys didn't give a shit about price. They would go pay $3,000 for it on eBay, even though the console was like $300-400 or whatever. The rich guy doesn't care. He just wants the thing. He'll spend whatever. And it's the same thing that carries, here today. A lot of people, a lot of money, just want the thing and they'll spend it. And then over time, these things find their real price. What are they really worth? A lot of it, nothing. Some of it forever will be worth a lot because they're, this space is like, it's like consensus. Everybody agrees special. It's a special thing. CryptoPunks is that thing, right? If there's anything out there that has that, it's CryptoPunks. Every single person now agrees CryptoPunks inspired the whole, not NFTs, but they inspired the whole like collectible scene where all these collections now come out and they launch 10,000 profile picture kind of characters, right? CryptoPunks were the first of that type and inspired billions in sales because of that. And so everybody agrees it's not the first NFT ever here, but it inspired so much of the culture and so many of the collections. And so this is what everybody aims for. You want a CryptoPunk, and, like a collectible, people just think these, like a great collectible, people just think these are to just keep appreciating over time. I do. I definitely do. Right? Like, I think these will be $1 million one point. Like 10 years out, these will be $1 million and maybe never fall below that. And most other things, I couldn't say they're going to do that. CryptoPunks is the only one I believe in like that. Even Pudgy Penguins, I'm like, I see a reality where they're $1,000, where they die. They Lucanet's leaves and they don't build anything from here on and they become like a damaged brand. I don't think that's how it plays out, but I think that's possible. Yeah. Thing that makes Pokemon so valuable is the story and engagement, where some of these pictures have way less substance. Yeah. So then there's this other part that's like harder to quantify, but some of the story of these collections is what happens when the community is making money in other places and hanging out. I hate to always bring it back to money, but it's just a lot of what drives this space. So I'm a lady at almost $10,000. Their story is they're a big middle finger to pretty much everything. They're very fucking edgy and they're known to be good traders, I think, and very like, I'm trying to think of the right word. Just these grungy fucking, they're crazy. It's a culture thing. And so a lot of these things, their story is just the lore and the stuff that's happening along the, over the past few years. It's like their legacy they're building. And then some of them will go the Pokemon way, and they'll actually start making IP, and they'll build an actual movie story, whatever, right? But think about this, the Pokemon story and the stuff that they put out, it doesn't really drive value to the cards, right? Or the collectibles, except it does because attention. The stories and the movies and the games bring more attention to Pokemon, which helps drive up, you know, the demand, the attention on cards, the demand for cards, so then the price of cards. So it's all about what drives attention, because attention just seems to bring money. And very similar thing then, you know? Carbon, what thing specifically? Do you have people like chatting NFTs? I think NFTs need to become video. Yes, Aaron. And so there's some that have tried that. What's interesting is a lot of gamers don't like NFTs because NFTs feel like you're like monetizing a thing they want to keep pure. So like gamers don't like NFTs. It's the most interesting thing. What we're starting to learn or find is the more pure you keep these as just collectibles, the better. Because so few of these teams can actually deliver something. Pudgy Penguin's different. They're really delivering stuff. And Azuki really delivering stuff like world fucking class animations. They're amazing. Azuki's amazing. They're like, what, 3th or something? A lot of them will go that way. Claynosaur's going that way too, right? But we're finding the thing that really makes them valuable is the people in it. And again, the access it gets you. Not necessarily this NFT gets you in this place and it gets you a discount here, but it's more like this gets you in our Discord where we share info and we trade together and we have a good time and we have parties and stuff. And it sounds silly again, it does, but there's so much culture stuff happening here online and it's really valuable to a lot of people. Another thing, and this is actually really important to keep in mind too, Aaron, when I talk about all these people that have, you know, so much money to spend, well, a lot of these collections, man, you know, the people in them who have got this love for the collections, they got them really cheap. They might have gotten them free and they've just bought them and they've held it all the way to these prices and they just love them. And the people really driving up the price is, again, the rich guys who now want into that club and they're the ones, you know, spending the big bucks to get in. So it's like, you know, the rich guys driving it up. There's a lot of manipulation too, right? There's so much wash trading in this space that, you know, was a bigger part of it, still is to a degree. There's going to be a perfect collection though, Aaron, that's like, it does what you're describing. They start as an NFT and they become one of the biggest, you know, IP in the world. And again, that's Pudgy Penguins. They're really pulling it off live in front of us. And so it's like, it's almost going opposite of how like traditional IP would work, right? Normally it's like you put out the movie, you put out the cartoon, you put out the collectibles, and then, or you put out the movie and all that content stuff, and then you start doing collectibles around it. And this just starts the other way. This starts with, you know, you put out the, you know, characters, the IP first, and you do the collectibles, and then you grow into the movies and that kind of thing. It's pretty interesting. Aaron, are you in crypto? I feel like I've seen you here in comments before, but what's like, how are you new to NFTs and newer to crypto? I think the questions are awesome and interesting, and I hope more people just ask because so many people just see the prices and they disengage because they're like, that's bullshit, that's fake. And they're not wrong. I get why people think that. We got a bad name in NFTs, a bad reputation because so much bad shit happened here. And there is still bad shit here, but the good stuff's so good. It's so fun. And like at its core, it's pure. It's like pure feels like a weird word to use for it, but it's like, I mean, like, fuck, I'm 44. I grew up always online, always on the internet. I live online and I love it. And these are cool things that, like, for me represent, you know, moments of like my lore online. Oh, I see. Okay, cool, Aaron. Yeah, it's, you know, that kind of leans to the shittier side of NFTs too, in a way, right? So why they don't do well sometimes? Look, maybe the art didn't hit, but it's so much. I don't love this about NFTs, but it makes sense. So much about it is the marketing. And so, like, I say this all the time, the success of a project is like loose numbers, but like 2% quality, 98% your connections and your marketing. An NFT collection that launches could be the most fucking phenomenal art. And if you don't have the connections and the people to promote it and people to like shill it and all, it probably doesn't make it. And that's a bummer because there's some really great stuff out there and some great builders and artists and all that. And they don't see the price that they see others getting. And so many others get the price and they don't deserve it, but they played the marketing game and bummer, right, Aaron? World of Women at 0.8 going to 10. Oh, I see. Yeah, missed out on Bored Apes. Yep. Yeah, I missed him too, man. Carbon, good shit, dude. Nice. Hey, even if just doing it to try to play with the tech, like one of the first things I did here is I minted an NFT, just one, just to put in my wallet, just to try it out. I think it's cool trying to put out a collection. Trying and experimenting is awesome. What's up, Dad? Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're joining now after my Bored Ape FUD. So good timing. Good timing. Dude, I have not looked at our sales this week. Fuck, my mouse is busted. Let's see. Dude, I'm way too excited about that Maya message. I hope we do something. Let's see. Last week, by the way, I think was like the second best week of sales this year. Third best? Yeah, third best week of sales this year. This week, we'll probably get to 140 mil or so, which is not bad. Not bad. Yeah, kind of just a little better than average. We'll take it. Keep looking at our Cappy, our sweet Cappy bags. All right, back to let's peek the bookmarks. I just want to see fucking that Kamala interview. She's just talking about that. She's saying why she uses wired earbuds or wired headphones is because the government can tap into your AirPods like wireless shit. I think we know that, but it's weird hearing them say that. Oh, this was cool. AI did some like really crazy problem solving thing. I'll flip back to that in a second. Oh, here's the Arkham scam thing that was uncovered again. This goes back to 2020. 3.5 bill. It was never reported. Arkham like broke that story, but it never was reported back then. Trump saying in 5 or 6 months we boom. So basically, start of the next year we really boom. Oh, yeah, I like this take from Medved, by the way. A lot of questions why the SEC's Project Crypto didn't pump the markets. Right, their report. And I think we still need to dive into that report. I need to go find it again. But yeah, this, institutional money is not coming until the Clarity Act. That's the one. You know what I was debating? What's bigger, the Genius Act, Clarity Act? Both huge, maybe equally important, but it's the Clarity Act that's really going to get them clicking send, right? Like sending that money on chain, minting the assets on chain. Like if they just say it doesn't matter, it needs to be law. So yeah, they can say crypto assets aren't securities and that we're bringing the financial markets on change. But without that Clarity Act passing, it's not happening yet. And this is weeks off. This is like within the next 4 weeks, it is very, very likely to pass, which is so fucking exciting. So cool. So cool. This is a great opportunity right now. Market pulls back to it doesn't matter what number. If it gets into the 90s, whatever. 6 months from now, we're not going to be under 100K. I don't think. Yeah, this is interesting. So GPT-03 correctly identified the key insight I had in mind when constructing this problem, whose solution is based on an unpublished fuck that word, analysis technique. Stupid big words. Stop this, dude. Long story short, there's these like tests or problems they throw at AI to try to solve, and they're like very, very challenging. And it solved this one. Only 3 tier 4 questions have been solved by any AI model. And this one cracked a thing in a way that shocked this guy because of the steps you need to take to get to the solution that I think has taken this guy a long time to like figure this out and the thesis, come up with the thesis and then see the thesis actually proved to be correct. AI figured it out. Is AI going to change things, man. Like so crazy. And something that surprised him here was that it was creative in the way it did it. The way that like it solved this thing in a way that he didn't think AI really could do. Right? It used essentially the same model as his solution, which required a level of creativity, reasoning ability, and resourcefulness that I didn't think possible for an AI model at this point. AI's fucking fascinating, dude. Didn't Pudgy Penguins take off when the dude was crying on the X space? Yeah, I don't remember. Here's that $3.5 billion heist. So a Chinese mining pool. But again, this was years ago, 2020. Oh, wow, guys. 3.5 billion back then. It's worth almost 15 billion now. That's insane. That's bonkers. Anyway, just a cool story. Had never been reported. Again, Trump saying we're going to explode in 5 or 6 months. And that's based off of these investments that are coming, like, right, these many hundreds of billions invested into AI. Like, there's these, there's these mega warehouse factories that are going to be spinning up here to house what? Like storage and data centers, and it's going to get wild. And man, they're going to have to spin up all these nuclear power plants too. They have to. I think I saw a report saying like the state of like Wyoming, the AI resources in the state require more power than the humans in that state. It's going to get real wild. Real wild. I just, again, who knows where it's going, how, and what it looks like, but just 5 years out, going to be really cool. Let me know too if there's anything else going on that's happening that's cool. And this guy's fucking great. You know, if you guys caught the show on Thursday, no, I'm sorry, Wednesday last week, Whitney, such a cool fucking dude. Really like that guy. It's gonna be joining this Build on Base show. Oh, it's a pretty big fucking show, huh? 500,000 followers. I don't know if that's like an official, like, are they part of Base? I don't know if they're part of Base. Yeah, no, they are. They are. That's super cool. Anyway, he was great, and I'll just give a little tease. I think Whitney and I got a little something we're cooking, so stay tuned for that. Dude, I wonder if this guy followed me, and I don't. Hey, it'd be cool if it was to get on that show. That'd be fucking cool. That would be cool. Study Bankerbot. Yeah, dude, I agree. Yeah, I probably need to start listening to that show a little bit. Little bit. Hey, dude, fair. I don't know. You might be fucking with me, but totally fair. Dude, I mean, some people are in V1s because they think they're historic. And other people are in V1s because it's a maybe safe, good place to park your money and grow your money, and totally makes sense. Some people are in for, both, whichever makes sense. That's kind of where I'm at. Selling anything at any time when it's the, right, part of your game plan. Hell yeah. I like G-Hose, man. He's a cool fucking dude. G-Hose. All right. What else, fam? We got anything? Yeah, Artifact is moving, which is super weird. All right, we'll just scan real quick, see if there's anything cool. Oh, have you guys noticed? I mentioned Sean Ryan. I mentioned Sean Ryan had Brian Armstrong on a show recently. He also had Charles Hodgkins, and he just had on the CEO of Robinhood. Like, this is actually probably really a big deal. That crypto's really going mainstream. Like, we know, right? I know everybody knows it's going mainstream, but like it's really going mainstream. Look at his past few guests here. Like this is a very normie, very right leaning, kind of channel. Okay, co-founder of Robinhood, Brian Armstrong. Where's Charles? Anyway, like a huge mainstreamy, normie, political, right-leaning channel, and it's mostly crypto in the past like 2 weeks. Tons of crypto. I wonder who else he's had, but you see what way the wind is blowing here. And he shills Cardano like crazy. The host does. Clearly, he's got a little like bromance with Charles. So he went. Here's what happens too. When I listen to his show, when he talks about crypto, he'll say so things like Bitcoin and Cardano and Solana, and he'll mention things, and he won't mention ETH. And I need to listen more and really start paying attention. But it feels like he skips over ETH on purpose, and he always says he doesn't really get crypto, but I can tell he does. You can tell he's kind of fucking. He's like playing his audience a bit. I don't think he's scamming, right? It's not like that, but he knows more than he makes it sound like. And he's definitely pumping his Cardano bags. Definitely. Mike, is that this week? Dead over on Abstract. What's up, man? Anyone who doesn't know, I think you guys know, but here's a link to the Abstract side. And then let's check. We might wrap here shortly. Let's peek at those little chillers. Look at that $700 floor, crazy. What is this? What is badged? Is that like verified or I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Huh. All right, do we get Cappy back down to 1.25? I don't know. Market just feels like it's going to be, I don't know, sideways or trending down over the next couple of weeks. You never know. You never know what sends it. Okay, awesome, Mike. You know what? That makes me want to pull up that like launch day, August list. Thought I saw that on there somewhere. Maybe not, but felt like I did. That looks awesome. Yeah, that looks like a nice kind of Sunday. But God, I love that switch, guys. I'm fucking shocked. I did not think I was gonna like that switch, but I really do. I really like it. I really like it. Yo, good morning, man. What's up? Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I really like the switch too. Rect. Oh, dude. Yeah, Rect is crazy. This is that great time to be watching the market to see what tokens, while Bitcoin's down, while the broader market's down, some meme coins are not. Even Cappy yesterday, I think, was a great sign that the whole market's down and Cappy ripped to 2.5, right? What other coins doing that? I think Rect might be. I mean, Rect got, I think, inching back towards 500 mil, which is crazy. Actually, you know what I like to do? Here, let's go back here. Let's sort by top gainers in the past 24 hours. There we go. So SPX up, Athena up, Story up. Whitney was really bullish on Story, by the way. I thought that was interesting. Flare. I bet Rect is somewhere here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, kind of thought it was just based on whatever. Also, not a lot down too much, right? Like our worst losses in the past 24 hours is down not even 2%. Like Sol. It's not bad. Flip side, Bonk, your worst performing coin here in the past week, down 25%. Jupiter, Sui, Say, and Pengu. Pengu was on like such a tear though, right? You know, crazy. I think the gang here kind of won me over on Chain All Stars. I think they look cool. I don't know if we'll see them do what the no bad trippers, whatever. I don't know if we see them 0.2-ish, but truthfully, I got to dig in more. I don't know who launched them. I don't know enough, but it's a decent time to be betting. Well, fuck. It's an okay time to be betting on NFTs. Other than the past few days kind of suck. But I don't mind. I don't mind rolling the dice on some NFTs right now, especially those at like 0.03-ish. Banker. Meta, you might be right. I'm a banker believer. I'll say that. Meta, what do you think about those banker NFTs? Do you think those are going to be? Do you think those are going to be pretty awesome? The OK computers. I still got my 2. I'm just going to keep them forever because I like them. I think they're interesting. Would love to see these ripped to like half an ETH one day or something. Not counting on it either, but that would be cool. Banker Club. I forget the difference with these two. Gets you access to use Bankerbot in a kind of way. Yeah, I just don't remember. Dude, I got to take something from my brain to like make me remember shit again. So bad. Again, the price here is busted. These are like a quarter ETH or so floor. Where is, there we go. These aren't down to 0.01, are they? Yeah, I think that's probably busted too. Yeah, 0.033. Yeah, I like these actually. They're pretty cool looking. But where do they come from? Like, where? Let me see if we get any more, like who's behind them kind of stuff. All right. Oh, well, there's my bro buying. Okay, if my buddy Mr. C's in, I got to be in. This guy's such a bro. You know what this guy did once? You know what this fucking guy did once? This man gave me a grifter once. No shit, yeah. Gave it to me and Henry. That's a bro right there. The fucking X-copy grifter is crazy. Yeah, Mr. C's. By the way, if you don't follow that guy, he's so great. Follow this guy. Awesome dude. Awesome. Like like I've got my friends, my friends. Like what I mean by that is the guys that I kind of came up with and learned with, and Mr. C's that, one of my oldest friends in the space here. Have we talked about Snowfro's upcoming? No. Well, let's check that out. I didn't even know. 1,000 NFTs, first 1,000 you sign. Okay. So perks on it, or it's just like kind of a memento kind of thing. I like that word. I like memento. Christian, I would love to find. You know what? Here's the best thing about Grok. What is Snowfro? Where was it on? I go to Grok now, and I've only started doing this the past few days. I just go to Grok for everything now. I used to go to ChatGPT, but because so much is happening on X, I go right to Grok because I feel like it's going to understand better, have access to more info, better. Nice. Web. Are you talking about that collection, Web? I don't like the palette of them. I like the vibe. Okay, I'll be honest. The art doesn't speak to me. But I think if Mr. C is in them, then I think there's something a little deeper to them too. Like it's probably coming from a group of people, artists, whatever, that I probably like. They got personality. I'll say that. They got a look, and I like that. If I don't like the art, if it at least has a distinct like style, vibe, feel, then I like it for that reason, Okay. He's launching a gen art project called Lift, a self-portrait, as part of his awesome artist in residence program at Glitch Marfa. Real cool. Okay, so this is going on now. Isn't OpenSea part of that too? I feel like OpenSea is like a collab partner on this. An Ethereum-based generative artwork that continues Snowfrow's exploration of storing algorithmic instructions on the blockchain. Let's see. Let's see if we got some details. Like Grok is so cool. Yeah, let's see if there's something you can buy or mint here. I have no Snowfro anything. I had the what was the collection he had? Like the Accelerate thing or whatever. It was like those Chevron things. I had those. I actually like those, dude. What are those priced at? I want a dude. Chromie Squiggle is up there. Top two or three things I need. I really want a Squiggle. Oh man, so bad. What was that collection called? Oh yeah, here we go. These are point. God damn it. They're 0.16. Man, I would love one of these again. I love this collection. I fucking love this collection. I don't know why. Oh man, I could be very tempted to get one of these. I forget too, there's commands to animate it. I still have because I had like a couple of these and I had it as my signature on my Gmail. I would totally I might buy one of these. I really like them. And I think these will do pretty good in art season. Like it is kind of art season, but if we really heat up, I think these will do good. I think these will do pretty well. Half an ETH, maybe 1 ETH, something like that. I think so. Boy, I really like these. Anyway, CJ, thank you for putting that on the radar. I need to keep up with this and see if there's going to be a mint. August 14th. Okay, it is saying it's a collection. New ETH-based generative art collection from Snowfro. Man, I wonder if it's going to be just open mint. Any details here? Yeah, dude. Huh. All right, we'll keep up on that. Let's see if we get some let's see if we got a new spicy Snowfro mint for us. That'd be cool. I would definitely mint. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Last check. Last little check-in. Oh, we didn't even peek at virtuals. Let me do that real quick. On the virtuals board, what's coming up this week? I think there's only one drop this week that I'm really looking forward to. Nothing's doing well. Let me see Tina or Tina, whatever. Actually doing better than I thought. Yeah, doing a lot better than I thought. Wow. Jackpots. Don't love. Okay. Sitting there at, over pre-sale, but not great. 220K market cap. But coming up this week, Ring Fence will do well. I'm committing a lot of points to that, I think. That's that Whitney guy. That's his collection. That's that guy. CJ, have a great day, buddy. Ricky, dude, appreciate you, man. Thank you, sir. There's nothing coming, man. There's nothing. There's nothing coming on virtuals. I gotta believe they've got, an ace up the sleeve or something, because there's just nothing happening here. Which is kind of a bummer. I do think they'll be back. I really do think virtuals. I think the best is still coming. Always the optimist, right? Yeah, let's claim my virtual. Thank you to people who used my my referral link here. It's pretty cool. Like whoever is trading there, it's like every day, every few days, I'm getting a little chunk of virtual here, which is awesome. So feel free. I dropped the referral link here. It's like referral link. It gives me a percentage of what you trade. Like some of the fees just go back to me, which is awesome. It doesn't cost you more. It's just virtuals is one thing they're great at. They're great at a lot of things, but sharing in their fees revenue with the people using the platform, they've been very good about that. I actually think right now is an interesting time to buy virtual and stake virtual. Oh, we've got some news coming this week with Arbus, so stay tuned for that. Swarm Arbus, we're cooking. I like those guys a lot. There's Maya, by the way. Maya's in the content cluster. So again, if Maya is kicking off an NFT launchpad, and if they want to work together to get a virtuals NFT collection, again, I'm 1,000% down. Like want, need. It's a need. I don't know what that is. Mesh. Did you guys know there's a porn cluster? Did you guys know? Oh my God, hang on. Okay. I don't think we've done this here yet. I got to show you the funniest shit, guys. Okay, I think it's in the sandbox. Let's see. Okay. You guys. Did they remove it? Dude, they might have removed it. Oh my God, they did. They removed it. There was a it's a content agent, super NSFW, and you give it prompts and it'll make you like really explicit like videos. And the prompts people were throwing at it, dude, wild stuff. Like what the craziest stuff. You got to see like what degens are really thinking and wanting to see. Look at all these agents, man. This is so cool. We're gonna have thousands in here. Just thousands. This is so cool. All of these are different agents. So it's just like a little sandbox test environment for them to, play and build and figure out how to communicate with other agents. Super cool. Anyway, virtuals has got a lot ahead. A lot. I'm sure of it. But let's see. Maybe they're just keeping it close to the vest right now. Let's see. When do I have points expiring? I feel like I got a big chunk. Today. Let's see. Tonight, I've got 5,000. It's not crazy. I'm making more a day than expiring, so I'm slowly grinding. But fuck, dude, I was at 150K points like a month ago, and it's taken me this long to get back up there. Points are getting really hard to come by, so definitely different now. Yep. Okay. I promise this is our last check-in, but we're gonna check in one more time with Cappy. I'm watching. Yeah, if I can feel what this market is doing, if we get some bullish news. Remember, I think we'll see a big MicroStrategy buy again this week. Cappy 1.3. Yeah, again, we're heading towards where I want. Right here is gonna be super interesting. Right here. If it holds right at like right about where we're at now, 1.3 to 1.25 or so. If it holds there, if it's like some guys get spooked and we drop to, I don't know, somewhere a mil, maybe even below. I think we're gonna get some interesting I think we're gonna get some interesting entries here. We'll see. Guys, fuck, we do 2 hours and it feels short, right? This used to be an hour. It was just an hour. Like without fail, 1 hour done. And then it just started going till as long as we wanted, whatever. Yesterday, 4.5, almost fucking awesome. So today at 2 feels short, but I think we covered it. I think we're good. I think we are all on the same page now that there is no cycle anymore. English agreed. No more cycle. In fact, it's weird how worked up he got. He's so fucking sure there's no cycle. And so just to help drive home English's point, English says this is a fact. Times have changed. There's no fucking cycle anymore. Cycle's done. Cycle's dead. And if you don't see it, you're retarded. I'm just quoting English. This is not my words. If you don't see it, you don't know what you're doing and you shouldn't be talking or looking or in crypto at all. You dump your bags, get out of here. If you don't see what he sees, there's no cycle. Cycle's over. Guys, have a great freaking, what the fuck? There we go. Have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday. Market turnaround, please. Anyway, enjoy it, fam. I'll see you tomorrow over on the Crypto Slam channel. Follow me at Huda_idiot on X. It's Inside NFTs over on YouTube. And then again, Monday through Friday, we'll be live over on Crypto Slam. We'll see you there. We'll see you later, guys. Have a great day. Goodbye.